Hello and welcome to another episode of the Game Theory Podcast. This is episode 90, an even number. I feel special. I feel special about that even number.
They feel right, those even numbers. They just
They
feel
do.
right.
They hit me right in the feels, but it's exciting. We're actually, because today is E3.
Yes. So we're going to do kind of a special E3 episode, which means we don't really need a news section because that's essentially what E3 is.
Yes, it is a bunch of news and reviews. So this will be what we're doing today. And there is a crap ton of stuff coming out. Every year this gets bigger. It's insane.
Yeah, and the video games are becoming more like movies in their trailers. Like they're even doing when the trailer's over and it's got all the actors' names and the producers and the companies, everyone's up there. Like some of the video game trailers have started to do that. It's crazy.
It is, man. This is crazy. When are we gonna just pop? Like, we watched so many trailers just now that we're getting started like an hour and a half late, and they're all just really scenic. And the thing is, a lot of them are like real careful and take your time, to build up a point. They're very artistic now.
Yeah, and we're getting away from the last generation's kind of glut of games that were all brown and gray. Remember back when it was all brown, all gray, all the time?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially like 10 years ago, it was huge. Like Band of Brothers. Remember that show? Like right around then, I feel like was the start of this era. And then,
I mean,
Call of Duty.
The new Gears of War game is still doing that because that was its thing. But lots of colorful games coming out.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, like Sunset Overdrive. Remember that game? That was over the top. That was ridiculous.
Or Splatoon.
Splatoon. Dude, that came out, and I really want it. I've been watching videos of it, watching people stream it. It looks awesome and also hilarious, but also fun.
Yeah, it's weirdly fun. It combines two things I hate: squids and shooters, and makes it fun.
Oh, but it seems awesome. These guys are running around, and like I was watching this one guy stream it, and he's running, and he's got this big old paint roller, and he's just like undoing everything. This guy just carefully went this back alley and like sprayed everything with this stupid little Nintendo Zapper gun or whatever. It's like, and it's just shooting all the walls, and he's talking to the audience while he's talking. He's a streamer, and he's like gonna cover all this up. Guy, almost missed that part. Turned around, and he looked behind him. He's like, he looks down the ground. He's like, and then like he walks over, and he's like, and there's like a little like valley that he does. Like he turns around, gets each side of the squares, runs around them, and then he turns the corner, and then this this crazy guy is running from other people, obviously on the enemy team, and he's just got this massive roller, and he's running around, and then he pops down a squid form. Gets past the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh shoot!" And he's trying to shoot him, and then he just pops up, and the guy is just like, he's like a suicidal nightmare. He's just like, he's just rolling everything that the guy just did, and the guy's freaking out. The streamer, he's like, "God damn, we just did the guy!" So he's trying to kill the guy, but he's also like kind of shooting at the ground every once in a while because it's like this, he kind of is like doesn't want to accept the fact that. I don't know that this is happening. It's hilarious. He finally kills him, then he has to go methodically do it again, and then he's like just cussing at the screen this time.
Oh yeah,
like, those guys need to die. Why do they even get back here? It's ridiculous. Now I have to redo this whole thing. It's funny. The game is insane.
Oh, it's so good.
And it's funny watching people take themselves seriously as they're like a crazy little weird person or a squid, and they're just floating around. They're like, "All right, team, let's make sure we stick together." And they're like, it's like a squid. Okay. Hilarious.
Roger that.
What was your experience like with that game?
Oh, so much fun. Just I love being I'm usually a paint roller guy because they're just it's just so much pandemonium.
Yeah, it just seems like
you don't have any range attacks except you can kind of flick paint at people, but it's super inaccurate. And like lots of people can climb up walls because you shoot a trail of paint up a wall, then you can squid up it. But if you're the paint guy, you're just like flicking like paint in you like uselessly up and down the wall trying to make a path for yourself. You look like such an idiot. Everyone's shooting at you, and you're like, you're shaking a paint roller.
That's the thing about those paint roller guys. It looks absurd. You just have to watch a video of this. They're so funny. They just look like what they are, just maniacs. They remind me of like sappers because they're just running around just like just rolling that stupid thing anywhere they can. They know they're gonna die, but they're just trying to make as much of a mess as they can on their way out.
So, did you see the guy who he's like been winning a lot of games lately on the streams, and he just makes penises everywhere out of paint? Like, he's just drawing penises all over, just like dicks everywhere. But he's like so good at it that he's covering a lot of ground with his dick pics.
Oh my gosh. No, yeah, I haven't seen that guy. I've just seen people, and whoever's playing that paint roller is playing a whole different game than anyone else. Like they're just playing a different, like because you watch people shoot little guns, and it makes sense. You're shooting stuff around, and then when you see an enemy, you shoot at them. You do a little bit of hunting and killing, but the rest of the time you're still having fun shooting and painting stuff, right? and then, but that guy just comes out of the gate just terrorizing, like making people's lives miserable. And God forbid you get near him. He's gonna paint you dead.
The best is when two of them hit each other at the same time and they both explode. There's
I haven't seen that yet. They deserve each other. I have people like that in my life, actually, where like you just finally get rid of the problem and then you just spend the rest of the time cleaning up after them.
Yeah, that's me. I'm that. I'm that. That's my thing.
That's my thing. How can you be proud of that? Oh man,
goddamn mess. So this morning before the show, I downloaded the new characters on Smash Brothers and messed around with Ryu a little bit. Yeah. Holy crap, it's weird. Okay, so Smash Brothers, like typically B up, B forward, B down. Those are your special moves.
Yes.
Well, those are your special moves here. So like B is a Hadouken, Hadouken, and B up is like his uppercut. What's he shot when he does the uppercut?
The Shoryuken.
Yeah, Shoryuken. And then like B forward is like his spinning little thing where he does a little like spin kick.
Oh wow!
But the cool thing is, and like A is like your punches and kicks and stuff. But you can also do like roll forward A and it does a Hadouken. So you can do it either way. You can play it like Street Fighter style or Smash Brothers style.
Oh, huh. Well, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, so people coming to Smash Brothers from Street Fighter can be like, "Oh, Ryu, I know that guy," and it's gonna play like Ryu on Street Fighter plays.
Yeah, I love that. That's good. Because that's something that Here's the Storm, their community team, really works on, and it sounds like that Nintendo is doing the same thing. Where when they bring someone over, there's a feel factor, right? Like, does it feel like playing that game? And there's at least over at Blizzard, they're starting to nail it. Like where in the beginning it was like, what? Like you're playing Diablo and you're like, this feels like a pro wrestler picking up people and like slamming them back and running into people with my shoulder. That does not feel like Diablo. But now, man, like Johanna, she was just released. She's the Crusader from Diablo 3. She feels exactly like the Crusader. She's so much fun.
Yeah, and so does the Huntress, the Demon Huntress.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, hey, couple news items since we're not really doing that, but a couple things happened over that I wanted to announce. First of all, Steam Summer Sale, awesome, but we don't have to get into that. Second thing is what was I gonna say? We lost David. David, are you back? Yeah, he's joining back up. So the second thing is, this is pretty weird. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are girlfriends, which is pretty crazy. You don't always expect that. Waiting for David to come back. But anyway, so the trick is essentially that DC announced that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are kind of a non-monogamous thing, which is kind of suggested in the show for a while. But given my fandom of Harley Quinn, figured I'd post that there. Hey, you back?
Yeah, sorry, okay. It's just froze.
Oh, hope that wasn't me. I'll see whenever I edit it. Also, someone, Johan from the Facebook page.
Yes.
He just announced that the Dota, Dota 2, the international compendium, their international, 5 is coming this year and it has the biggest prize pool of any esports tournament ever. It's $13 million and counting. So it's getting bigger. Isn't that insane?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Just figured I'd go over that part. Anyway, back to E3. Dude, so many games. So
yeah. So JT and I, whenever we go to the movies, we have this thing where after every trailer we give a thumbs up or a thumbs down based on how we think we're going to like the movie or not, if it's going to be good or not. So I thought since we just saw a bunch of trailers, we can kind of do a thumbs up, thumbs down preliminary judgment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I actually linked this on the Facebook page. So if you're not most people who listen aren't a thing there, you can Google it. And it's the big games of E3 2015. It was put out by Polygon, and they collected them all together. And I thought it was really, really good to look over. So we watched all of these trailers. There's just so many, but so many to the point where we're like, "You want to watch the next one?" I guess.
Yeah.
So these will be in alphabetical order because, well, that's the way they posted them. So first, Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
All right, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up, actually. What about you?
Yeah, I'd say thumbs up. I don't think it's gonna be something I want to play, but it looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah, this is it's oddly the next trailer is Deus Ex, then Mankind Divided, the new one, and it's
Yeah, it
just
definitely
like
has
that.
a Deus Ex feel to it.
Yeah, like you're modded to the point where you're kind of a machine. It's kind of awesome. So I don't know. It looks really fun, to be honest. I hope it just the storyline isn't just weird like a lot of them are. And it's gotten so. I guess you haven't played any of them recently, have you?
No.
Call of Duty or Battlefield. They've gotten so Michael Bay, man. It's ridiculous. Like you're running along. Oh no, you're being shot at, and you go into a building. The building starts exploding because there's a bomb, and as you're running, there's a helicopter that's also exploding your feet. And oh, the building's breaking. Now you're sliding and falling and crashing. And there's so many times where you're picking yourself up off the ground. You know that animation of like your ears are ringing and you're picking yourself up. It's that every fucking 5 seconds, I swear. So as long as it's not that in here, I'm all about it. But
Nice.
yeah. The next one, since there's not much to say about that one, you guys know what's coming.
Yeah. It's coming out on all the platforms: PS4, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows PC. But weirdly, it's also coming out on last gen stuff. So 360 and PlayStation 3 will be out too.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. A lot of these people, these games that are coming out are just putting a hard line into the next gens. So, including the next one, Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
Yes.
So, thumbs up or thumbs down for this game?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I really like the first one, and just more of the same. Like the idea of just being a stealthy robot man fighting his way through. It's got the right blend of shooter and stealth that keeps me interested.
And the storyline's like cool. Like Deus Ex has always been known for like having an intriguing storyline, and they really didn't upset on Human Revolution, the last one.
Yeah.
But
so I'll check it out. How about you?
It looks good. Yeah, definitely thumbs up. I love this game, and I love the trailer. Like it was artistic. It was badass. Like I don't know. You guys should go check that out. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
That's one that really looked like a movie trailer. Like it even had the kind of movie trailer ending to it.
Yeah, the music, it had a very clear like storyboard kind of. You know how you do the plot and the pacing and the point of everything and how it all comes together in the end. That's of a really good trailer. That's like what they did here. Pretty incredible.
What's cool about video game trailers is they have to do all that artistic stuff that movie trailers do, but they also have to highlight the gameplay.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not showing gameplay footage, you have to show like in this one how here how your arm blades work. You've got this thing, the big reveal at the end where you can make your body like into a metal thing that will repel bullets. Like all these different elements come into play through the storyline.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I kept we'd even make comments as we're watching. We're like, oh, there's that mechanic.
Yeah.
And this one, oh, so cool. Like you see it like in a normal movie, whenever you watch like an action movie or something, you see the hero do something cool and you're like, that's awesome. I want that gun or whatever. Like if it's Batman, he like throws out little shocky bits or something and the person gets zapped and falls down. Looks cool. And you're like, oh, I want to watch him do that again. But in a video game, when it happens on a trailer, you're like, I'm going to get to do that. It's just so cool. So he like puts his little hand out and he's like little, like, I don't know, like in each of the bones on his finger, basically, but these, robot arm, they pop up and then shoot out these little electrical parts and it tases someone. And I was like, oh, good.
Yeah,
the non-lethal one.
Yeah. You're like, that's going to be a thing I can get.
Yeah. Yeah. And made me start thinking about going non-lethal to lethal, first. And it was just fun. So very excited about that one.
The Destiny, they've got a new expansion coming out, 2 of them.
Ooh, 7 thumbs up. What about you?
12 thumbs up.
Ooh. I knew you'd be more excited.
It's called The Taken King, and it's coming out. What do you think?
I don't. Yeah. How do I put this? No, thumbs down. It's just Destiny is not something I'm excited about, and it was I don't like whenever my intelligence is insulted. I like it when a good stupid movie like Mad Max owns up to being good and stupid, right? I love that, because I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's it knows it's an idiot, and then you can have good unadulterated fun. But when it tries to pretend it's awesome and it's really lame, that just falls flat with me. That's kind of what this does. It's like whole new game, incredible, awesome, super badass, and then it's like shoot bullet sponges for years. It's just not
right. And the last expansions or DLC have not been that well received, so I'm not too excited to see this change. So I'm going to say thumbs down.
This is one of these games, and I wish this is a thing in general that I don't like. Whenever you get these movies or these games that come out when they're critical flops. They're like 1.0 or something ridiculous, right? Destiny wasn't that bad, but I mean, it was ripped on when it first came out. The voice acting was shit. Even with a famed actor, Peter Dinklage, who is killing it right now. He's one of the highest ranked people in some article I was reading about, but they're asking what he thought about that. But he he comes in there and he just deadpans it. So everyone knows it's obviously something went wrong in production, and these guys just don't. It feels like they don't care. They're just pumping stuff out. They know we're gonna pay the money, and it's like the Transformers movies. Like, you could have done something amazing, but instead you just got money, and you knew it was gonna be a critical failure, and you did it anyway. You made 3 of them.
You should have known better.
That's how I feel. So that's just in life in general. I hate whenever people do that, take advantage of I don't know. I don't want to say lowest common denominator. I know a lot of people who play it who are great people, and a lot of listeners play it, and they're probably great people too. But it just feels dirty. Anyway.
Oh well. So next one, Disney Infinity 3.0 edition. Thumbs up.
Yeah. So 3.0 is when they introduced their Star Wars ones, right?
Yeah.
Man, so Disney Infinity is pretty fun, but 3.0, yeah. I mean, it's Star Wars and it's like kid stuff.
They've announced the Star Wars Rebels characters are going to be in the lineup too. So it's going to have Clone Wars, it's going to have classic Star Wars, it's going to have Star Wars Rebels, it's going to have just any Star Wars that you want. It's going to be there.
And most importantly, it's going to finally answer the question that's been bugging us for decades. Like, who's going to win, Luke Skywalker or Elsa?
Right.
From Frozen.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm finally going to be able to fight it out.
One thing about the 2.0 edition, the Marvel games, they were pretty basic. Like, it was very kind of like low-level play, like not that fun, something a kid could pick up and just smash things with. But, I never felt like I was, like, it's not a game I would play for fun on my own. It's a game I'd play with my nephews.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, from the early reviews, they say, like, the actual gameplay is fun. Like, it plays like a really good Star Wars game, so I'm excited.
Oh, good. I'm excited. Disney has been stepping up their game with the Star Wars thing. I think they know that. I mean, they invested a lot in it. I'm kind of thinking they're really taking.
Yeah, they don't want to grind that franchise into the ground after they paid so much for it.
Exactly. So I mean, you get Rebels, which came out, which is so far I've really enjoyed it, and then you've got we'll talk about more later, but you got this as well. But next was a Tom Clancy game, The Division.
Yeah. The trailer wasn't really much of a trailer, so I don't know what to say about this one yet. It's been a while since I've played a Tom Clancy game. I'm not really into that kind of like spy, like covert ops, modern. It's not really my genre, so I'm not super pumped for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and thumbs down just for my own personal taste because we don't know much about the gameplay. It says it's a massively multiplayer online shooter.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this. I bet they'll talk about this at E3 tonight. So we'll know then, and you guys might know too.
Right.
But this is something that we expect to see. But
yeah, it could be cool. It could be Destiny. Like massively multiplayer is not an automatic selling point for me.
Yeah, I know it's not quite the buzzword it used to be. Now it's like oh boy, here's an investment. I wonder if it's gonna be fun or if it's gonna be something that wastes my time.
Right. It's almost like a con more than a pro for me at this point.
Yeah, and massive multiplayer, to me, it doesn't always map on like fun. Like Guild Wars 2, I had a lot of fun with, but it didn't take off. Star Wars: The Old Republic, I had a lot of fun with, it didn't take off. WoW, I had a lot of fun with, and it really took off. But then you get other games that took off that I don't quite get, like Destiny and stuff. So it doesn't seem to map onto my interests all that well. So I just either I put a lot of time into it and it's a waste and it was fun, but nobody else plays it and it dives into the ground, or it's really popular and I can't get into it, and then my friends play it and they're trying to get me into it and I don't want to. Like, that happens a lot. Those two quartiles, I guess, of the 4 possibilities.
Right.
So, I don't know. But yeah, another teaser trailer that was next. Next up was Doom.
What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Did you play Doom 3?
No.
Oh wait, didn't you make Doom Daiquiris or whatever with Tim?
That's Jimmy and Tim.
Okay, they made Doom Daiquiris and played it. I'm not gonna play it. No, I played Doom 3 for a little bit, but I think with movie or franchises now, like, people demand a story out of games, and Doom survived when there wasn't really one.
I mean, it's Bethesda, so they could have something going on with the story. It's not a setting I'm really excited about. So thumbs down for me. Space Marines killing hell demons on Mars.
Yeah, which if that's Warhammer, I'm all about it. But for some reason here, I don't. Yeah, no. It's a little over the top. Like you play the game and it was Doom 3 was just frightening. But they had a lot of mechanics that were just meant to be scary, you know? Like you could either hold a flashlight or a gun. Why? Like every cop ever knows that's false. Why do you do that? So I wasn't real thrilled with the setting or the gameplay per se, but it was a beautiful game. Yeah. So next, Fable Legends.
This one's interesting in that they're doing that sort of asymmetric play where 4 people are playing the heroes and the 5th player is playing all the bad guys.
Yeah. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and thumbs down it though. It looked like this weird kind of confusing mess of like every other over the top isometric RPG that's been coming out lately.
Yeah.
The characters didn't seem at all compelling. I didn't really care about any of them. They weren't developed beyond their cliches like it's time to send a woman to do a man's job, and it's a woman with the armor. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. Can't you just be that and like not have to mention your gender? Like men don't do that. They're not like I'm doing a man's job because it's expected of me.
Yeah,
like,
I don't rush in and be like time to do a woman's traditional role. I'm the healer. Like
yeah, I just go in and fucking do it. And so like yeah, if we're gonna get past this whole women in video games like kind of rough era that we're having,
we gotta stop like lampshading it every time they change it.
Lampshading, yeah.
Like we got a female warrior in this game. Awesome. Welcome to like 10 years ago when we started doing that.
Yeah, and welcome to like 5 years ago when we started doing really well. And it is the same time that Johanna was released in Heroes of the Storm, and she's just a fucking badass, and she's awesome. She looks cool. Her aesthetic's awesome, and not once does she say anything about being a woman. It's just incidental,
right?
But like my wife said something that's probably never been said before. She goes, I kind of feel like Johanna has too much armor. And I was like, well, there we go, boys. We've reached it. We've gotten there.
Critical mass.
Yep. It's official. Because she is just like a citadel of armor, of metal. But yeah, so contrasting that with this, the first thing she says is that, and she's wearing like a metal skirt. I was like, okay, skirt's fine because she kind of has a Roman like aesthetic. But why even say that? Why even say that? So... But whatever, Fable's just not something I got behind. I tried to play it. Did you ever sit down with it?
I played the first 2. I never really got into them. I just like, oh, this is kind of fun, I guess.
Me neither. That was my problem. It just feels like Gopher quests. There's more to it, but I don't know.
The morality system just seemed like too over the top. It was like kick a puppy or build an orphanage.
Yeah, yeah. And like it's an old idea of dualism of like good or bad. Like if you go too bad, you can't be good.
Right. And you start getting like horns or a halo. It's just it seemed like a very primitive kind of. I mean, it's one of the first games to have a moral choice kind of meter that changed how you look. No, never mind. Knights of the Republic did it first. Yeah. Never mind. I was trying to think of something cool about it, but I just never got into it.
And in Star Wars, it makes sense. Like it's that is dualism. Like they are very upfront about the fact that their universe is dualistic. It's light side or dark side. You can't be both. Like the dark side, once you turn, the seductive is the dark side. Once you get there, you're fucked. Like you're stuck there. You can't really get out. Or I mean, you can. You get the Darth Vader storyline. Spoiler, by the way. 40-year-old.
Good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, Darth Vader at the end, has kind of a moment where he does something good, and then he becomes a light side ghost, later. So good. But anyway, yeah. So Fable I never really got into. But for anyone who's a fan, I mean, this could be fun. I love, like something that you mentioned a while back of the what'd you call it? It's a different ice or what kind of gameplay? Like where you're doing different things. Asynchronous. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more I play on the Wii U, dude, you're right about this hidden gem, dude. Wii U's.
Yeah, it's got a lot of potential for cool things like that. Like, oh man, we were playing Mario Party 10 at my sister's house. And it's so fun because one person there's a mode called Bowser Party where one person just plays on that gamepad. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like it opens up new things.
Yeah, man, I know it's so many like little ways to do things. It's so fun. I was playing Mario Wii. What's the newest one? 3D Wii or something?
Yeah, Mario 3D World.
3D World. That was it. Yeah, we're playing that, and like there's just so many discoveries. Oh God, it's that feeling. So this is in an article I don't think we're going to talk about this time, but it talks about how new discoveries are actually good for us. We mentioned this once in the past when we were talking about being a rat in a cage and how they seek out the new environment and why we love to do that stuff, and we're actually rewarded, in our brains, we're rewarded for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And in these games, man, like I'll look down at the controller and it's not like press the controller, or shake the controller to do this thing. But all of a sudden I was like, I wonder what happens if, because I see these like little invisible coins in Super Mario 3D, and I was just like, what? So I put my finger on them, and they showed themselves in the game, like in the real game. And I was like, oh, like on the TV. And then the kids saw them and they picked them up, and I was picking them up. And then I started doing all kinds of things, like moving around little like platforms. There's like a little thing where you stand on this little like zippy wheel, and it's kind of moving because it's got like a little propeller on it, and you're like sitting on a platform. But then I blew on the controller and it shot up. It's just these little like cool like interactions you can have that you get to discover. It doesn't tell you to do it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. So I might check it out for that. But even still, I just thumbs down for now.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like. If it gets good critical acclaim, do you think you'll give it a shot?
Maybe. You have, I mean, it's Xbox One and Windows 10. It seems to be, so I might check it out on Windows. Maybe.
Oh shit! I got one of these free get Windows 10 upgrades on my computer that keeps popping up. I'm like, no, I don't even want Windows 8 or 9. I'm fine right where I'm at. But yeah. So the next one.
All right.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 wasn't really much of a trailer, just kind of, more of an announcement really than anything else.
Yeah, like a teaser.
So, what do we know about it? It's set in Boston.
Oh yeah. Which new setting? That's fun.
I mean, I don't know how you can tell it apart from anywhere else. It's a post-apocalyptic wasteland, but I'll take your word for it. It's Boston.
Yeah, they could be totally trolling us. We're like, wow, you probably did some homework. Like, we've never been to Boston. I have no idea what it looks like.
We just made some rubble. It's fine.
And we put some Dunkin' Donuts because apparently that's a thing. But yeah, what did you think about the Fallout series?
I have a hard time with Bethesda games. It's that open world where they give me too much to do, and I just get my completionist side kind of short circuits. So I played Fallout 3. I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far into it. I didn't play New Vegas, and I don't really have any plans to.
Okay. I played Fallout 3. I beat it, and I even started playing it again. I really enjoyed it, but because I like the idea of, it was new to me. I didn't play Fallout 1 or 2. I kept hearing about it, and I thought I might need to, but Fallout 3 came out, and I was like, okay. So to me, it was like this new idea of exploring civilizations that have sprung up and how they react. It's more about humans for me than it was about the game, even though that was fun. The VAT system was cool, pausing it and shooting people's heads off. That was fun. Or their arms. Their arms just explode off and
that's fun.
But I don't know. New Vegas came out. I played it a little bit, and it just felt like more of the same. And so I was kind of done with it by then.
Yeah, it's kind of how I felt. I'd been sated on my Fallout 3 experience. I didn't need to play New Vegas.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people lost their shit about New Vegas, and it got really good reviews, and a lot of people finished it. So,
yeah, might have missed something good, but life's short, and there's a lot of games to play.
I know. God, this summer, my God. Anyway, yeah. So, what do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Nah, I'm gonna give it thumbs down. It's probably gonna be a good game, but it's not what I'm planning on playing. So, thumbs down.
Is this like do you mean like a day of release thumbs down, or do you mean like forever thumbs down?
If it comes out on Steam sale, like for 60% off, I'll probably check it out. But I don't know. It's just I don't have the time. Like these games that are coming out that are 200 hours long, there's too many games. I just don't want to get invested in them. And they're like, we'll just do the main storyline quest. I'm like, I guess, but then I feel like underleveled, and I might be missing out on some kind of cool gun or piece of equipment. And so, it's kind of a lose-lose for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna wait for a while because I have so much that I'm behind on in games that I just can't invest. I don't feel good investing whenever I'm playing a game like that. If I have something on the back burner, a bunch of stuff on the back burner, I can't really get into it, Yeah. I'm kind of like, I need to get through this. I can't just enjoy myself. So more of a personal limitation, I guess. But
yeah, it's probably a great game. I just can't personally play it.
Yeah. But the next one is a weird one. Fortnite.
Yeah. So
tell us about that.
Looks like they're trying to make it's a colorful kind of shooter which looks like it's kind of like Team Fortress 2 meets Minecraft sort of look to it.
Yeah, it does. It's weird. Fortnite. It's spelled like this. If you guys want to Google this, Fortnite. And just watch this trailer. It's weird. I actually read a short article about this. Some developer got their hands, or not developer, I'm sorry, a game review site got their hands on it and played it a little bit because I was so confused by the trailer. I was like, what the fuck is actually going on here? Like, I didn't even know. It's these guys that get out and then you see them like building a house and then they're like making like little air conditioners or something and then they're like building a wall. I don't know what's going on. But there's also like shooting people. And I was like, is this like a building shooting game? Buildy shooty run? I don't know. That would be the name of it if the guy who named the walkie-talkie named that. Walkie-talkie. You walkie and you talkie. So that's what this one would be called. Buildy shooty runny collecty things. But what they said was there's a collection phase, which wasn't too fun. You just run around with like a stick and you hit things until stuff comes out. And you collect it with your team. Then you come back and you build together. You build like a structure. And I don't see this going well. Like I don't know if you've ever tried to build things with people online or like do anything concerted online with a group of people you don't know. You could be playing a MOBA where the objectives are literally the whole map stops and the objectives are being blinking and they won't come. So I'm a little nervous about this. I'm afraid I'm going to start making a little hut and then they'll just like build something on top of it or paint a dick on it, which is usually what happens, or whatever. But anyway, after that phase ends, you survive onslaughts of like, waves of zombies or not zombies, monsters. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's pretty weird.
What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I think thumbs down, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna thumbs down it too.
It feels like one of those developer ideas that is a cool when you talk about it, like laying in bed with your wife, you're like, I got this idea for a game. But then this.
It's like Dungeon Defenders, right? Like when you describe it, it sounds like it's gonna be really cool. It's like tower defense, but you actually get to play in the tower defense, and you're helping the towers. And I'm like, that sounds cool, but it ends up not being that compelling. That's what this reminds me of. It's kind of like a dungeon defense kind of style game.
Yeah, Dungeon Defender. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Dungeon Defender.
Sometimes the idea just doesn't pan out. Like with the developers, just didn't have a good grasp of how to realize that idea. But next one I'm super excited about, Forza Motorsport 6.
Yes. What? I heard you can drive a gorgeous Ford GT with a V6 engine. I don't know anything about cars.
Oh, man. You can change your oil into performance oil. It's so good. But
yeah, I'm going to pass. Going to thumbs down this one.
Yeah, I'm going to thumbs down this one. It's an Xbox exclusive anyway, so I'm not really going to get a chance to play it, and I'm not heartbroken about it. Not going to lie to you.
You drive fast cars. Fast and the Furious, like I don't get the car culture, like the fast driving sleek cars. It just never. I have students who are always like, Mr. Drake, what's your dream car? I'm like, I don't know, just whatever gets me places. Cars are just like a means to an end for me. I don't see them as like a toy.
Yeah, you sound exciting. I feel the same way. Like I plays games. Some of them I liked. I liked this one game. So I don't get the fast cars culture either because you literally can't use your dream. That would be like collecting guns in England. Like, what's the point of that? You can't shoot. And like fast cars, great. They cost you a ton of money. Have you ever driven over the speed limit? No, or I did one time. That's not worth it. But so personally, I don't get it. But
if you can get fined for using your toy, then I don't see the point of
it. Yeah. Like it's like those dry summers where firecrackers are illegal. Just loading up on them, spending like $100,000 on firecrackers,
like,
and
this is cool.
You just show people. You're like, look at this. You know what I could do with this? You're like, you want to show me? You're like, I can't do that. But worth the money. But one game I did like though, a racing game, was Need for Speed. I don't know what the name of it was, but like street something. Like you make like a modded out street car and you do illegal races. And for some reason, this one and none of the other ones were really fun. I played in Iraq. Maybe that was why I had nothing to do. So that could have been it.
Boredom covers a lot of flaws sometimes.
It does indeed. So Forza, not going to be thumbs down on that one.
All right, next one, Gears of War. This is going to be a remastered version of the original Gears of War. And yeah. What do you think?
I want remastered. I'm probably not going to play it, but
yeah, I enjoyed the original Gears of War. I actually had fun with the co-op. but
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if I'd go back to it for a remastered version.
No, I would play like another one though. I mean, you and I played it together on the PC, and we had a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah.
it's well paced. It's it's a cool story. It's very bro. There's a guy named Coltrane, for God's sakes, and he's
The Coltrane.
yeah, I'll let you guess what race he is because that's how compelling the characters are. And the other guy's name is Phoenix, which he's about as I don't know. And they're so big. Why are they so big? Their necks are larger than my thighs.
Dude, that's your
and
thing.
I do squats.
That's Warhammer, man.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Why does that work for me in Warhammer? I think because Warhammer is just so over the top, and they try to be. These guys are like you'll never see a Warhammer guy give a guy a high five and be like, "Way to go, bro," which is literally one of the first things you say to your friend. So,
and in
yeah.
robot shooter game you liked, Binary Domain.
Yeah, that was the worst. The characters were the worst.
Oh man! All right, so thumbs down. Let me clarify. When I say thumbs down, it means I'm probably not going to check it out. It could still be a good game, but thumbs down for me.
Yeah, same here. So yeah, thumbs down. Although not Game of War, Gears of War is a good franchise, and they said that there's a new one coming out. By the way, it's just not going to be called Gears of War. Is that right? Let me see. Yeah, they said they made massive progress since last December. So there may be an announcement. This this guy isn't expecting an announcement, but it may happen.
All right, next up we know Guitar Hero Live.
Yay!
Yeah,
Guitar Hero, man, milk that franchise, milk it.
They're gonna have a 24-hour music video network that lets players jump into a song and kind of play along with the official music video. That's kind of cool, I guess. Meh.
I don't understand why you'd do that other than just regular Guitar Hero, which it's fun. I like Guitar Hero.
I liked Rock Band better because I liked having like all the other instruments on the thing with me.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've only played that a couple times because I didn't have that many friends who had all the equipment, and when I did, they didn't use it a lot. It was mostly for their kids, but we all drank one night and knocked it out. It was fun.
Yeah, we played a lot in college because it's when you do things like that, and I don't know, it was fun because you have like the karaoke guy, so you have someone who can sing, you have someone on the drums, you have someone on a keyboard, you have two guitars. Like there's something for everybody, even if you don't like just the guitar rhythm game portion of it.
With ours, like the drums was like a hot item. Like we couldn't have two drum songs in a row. For some reason, everybody loved the drums. They lost their shit about it because it was like a hot seat where it just rotated. It was unfair if someone went twice. But yeah, still fun. So next up was Halo 5 Guardians. What? So surely the Microsoft company is going to be talking about this.
Yeah,
tonight, right?
They'd have to. It wouldn't be an Xbox thing without some Halo.
Yeah.
What do you think? They've got multiplayer. They've got some new campaign mode stuff they're going to talk about. It will require an Xbox Live Gold account to play the multiplayer, which is unfortunate.
That's the part that pisses me off. Like, Xbox already started the bullshit of Xbox Live that you have to pay Xbox when you're already paying for the internet. You have to pay them just to plug your box in and use it. That already pissed me off, and I was like, I don't want to see this move
and the Gold
on.
account
And then
ends up being like $60 a year. Like,
yeah, I think so. Is it 5? I thought just regular was 5. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'll look this up.
Xbox Gold longer-term online co-op play will require $60 annually. That's like MMO subscription money. No one's got time for that.
Yeah, I don't like this. Microsoft has always been this way. Like, I am not a fan of Apple. Like, I'm not on this Apple train that everyone's on, but like, Microsoft is the devil. It's just that they don't try to pretend not to be, whereas Apple does. If you guys don't believe me, Google Apple and atrocities, and you'll find some just horrible shit they do. But they just pretend like, hey, look, we're Starbucks and ponytails, bro. Come on over. If you're cool and hip, you need an Apple on your computer, even though we charge 70% higher prices, and we won't let you mess with it. It's like buying from Dell, except they have better PR. It's just stupid. But anyway, whatever. Halo 5 Guardians, fine. If you're a Halo fan and you feel like succumbing to this bullshit, then go ahead.
Yeah, obviously a thumbs down from from me. How's your Wii U subscription model coming? Are you up to date on your payments?
I don't pay anything. Yeah, no. So.
Just let you play online for free.
Yeah, for free. Same thing in PS3. I didn't go to PS4, but I know that they now charge too. Thanks, Microsoft, for setting that precedent.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Just Cause 3 is the next one.
Yay!
Trailer, probably the worst trailer we saw today.
Yeah, we literally skipped ahead.
It's so artsy. It's like the beginning of a James Bond movie when it's got like after the action sequence when it's doing the opening song. That's what I felt like I was watching.
Oh, there's another one of these that's like, don't take yourself seriously. You're an idiot. Like Just Cause 2 is fun because it's weird. Like you got this little grappling hook thing and you could like shoot a grappling hook onto the back of a car and then turn on your parachute and you'd like fly up behind it like a parasail. And it's fun. And it was just zany and weird because the grappling hook and the shooting, people were grappling hooking around, firing off like in different directions, shooting each other in midair. It was weird. But Just Cause 2 was fun because of that, because it offered something new to the space. But it was absurd. Just Cause 2 is absurd. And so whenever this trailer comes out, it should just show people being absurd. Yeah, right? No, it'd be like if Goat Simulator like tried to make an artistic trailer. Because this one's like explosions.
It's not enough. There's like goats floating in the background all in slow motion.
And it's like trying to show the plot to like what a goat really wants out of life. No, they don't goof around with that. This one, it's like the explosions and like showing like, I guess like it's like the monarchies, or not monarchies, but totalitarian, type governments. There's burning of like statues and so many extra explosions just happening repeatedly, and then all of a sudden it zooms out and it's in the eye of a man, and that man is falling to earth face first with no protective gear, and he's frowning because he is angry. He's so angry. He's wearing all black and he's got necklaces and a beard, and it's gonna just buy this game. That's what this trailer screams to me.
Yeah,
the worst. Okay, anyway, but thumbs down only because I didn't really like part 2. It was novel, kind of fun, but whatever, not worth the money. Yeah. But if you like the part 2, I imagine this one would be just as fun.
Thumbs down for me just because I've never played the series, and this gave me no new information to go off of.
It's absurd. Oh, man.
Next up, Lego Dimensions. This one was a Back to the Future throwback with Doc Brown.
Yeah. He unpacks some mysterious package and finds out that it's basically a Lego version of him, and then it just shows the game.
So this is the Lego's jump into the Toys to Life kind of market that Disney and Activision have been doing with Skylanders and Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
And to some extent, Amiibos, they don't get their own games; they just enhance games they're already in. So Lego jumping in.
Yeah, these guys are late to the party. They started this whole thing just by, you see the toys, they made the movies, they made the games, and then it's just they never put the two together. But I am not excited about this, only because I'm a dad, I've got kids, and we pick one. Like, we're not going to be doing Skylanders and Infinity and Lego Dimensions because we would be broke. There's just too many toys.
Right.
So this is just a saturated market. I like Lego, but I am not going to be buying this game.
So which one would you pick if you had to pick one?
I'd do Infinity, probably.
See, this is my thing, is when you're collecting things, like, to me, the fun of Disney Infinity is the figures look pretty cool, right? But when you don't buy a box of Legos because you want the little guy in them. You want them for the blocks. Like, the little people don't look that cool. They just all look the same with, like, different paint jobs.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
So I don't know why I would want to collect like Doc Brown, the Lego version, and Batman, the Lego version, and Superman, the Lego version, because they just look all pretty much the same. Like, the point of Legos isn't the figures, it's the blocks. So it seems like you're selling the wrong things to me if you want me to collect it. And if it's just for the gameplay, like, Lego puts out a lot of games. I don't need to buy a Lego game that only works if I buy more toys.
Ah, that's a really good point. Yeah, that they do. They look stupid. Like, when I first saw the games, I was like, I'm not going to play those games because they look dumb. But then I started playing them and they're hilarious. So now I like them. And
yet you don't like them because the figures look cool. You like them for the games.
I like them despite that they look dumb. Yeah. That's a good point. I don't want these sitting on my wherever. Like, we have a little entertainment system. I'm not gonna let them sit up there.
I would love to put like my Star Wars Disney Infinity figures up on a cool display.
Hell yeah. It's
I would
awesome.
not, and I would love to put like a Star Wars like X-wing that I built out of Legos on display because those look cool, or the Lego Millennium Falcon. But the Lego Han Solo, no, fuck that. He just looks like every other Lego piece with a different hair piece and a different paint job.
Yeah, yeah. And the real selling point of this is something you have to do anyway when you're selling to kids is it's going to be on last gen consoles as well. So
Yeah.
yay, you know, in case you want to do that.
Yep.
But
Awesome.
so does the other two.
So thumbs down.
Yeah, thumbs down. Sorry, Lego, you have a lot going on well, but nah, it's not your figurines.
Next up is Mario Maker. Now this is interesting. It's on the Wii U, and you can rebuild. You can build your own Mario levels, and you can play them either in like old school 8-bit form, or you can build them. You can play them in like the new Mario Brothers look, like the more 3D kind of high graphics look.
Mm-hmm.
People have been doing this for years, right? Like modding Mario levels, but now you can do it really easily. Like kind of puts it in the hands of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna thumbs down it for myself because I'm not that creative. I don't really care about making levels, but I think somebody who likes that kind of thing would have a lot of fun with it. It's just not my deal.
So do you think but you also get to jump in and play other people's? Does that not entice you?
No, I feel like I still haven't finished the Mario game that's on the Wii U, like the new Super Mario Brothers Wii U.
Uh-huh.
And those are made by professional designers. So if that can't hold my attention over the course of 70 levels, I don't think a bunch of amateur game design is going to do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting this only because I played Mario a trillion times. So like the original Mario, I don't really care to revisit ever. I am done with it. But yeah, what can you do? Next one up is Mad Max. This is weird. I didn't expect to see this as a video game.
Yeah. The movie was surprisingly good, so maybe the game will be.
Yeah, I need to go watch that. Like, I want to watch it, but I just haven't yet. But I mean, this game reminds me of Rage. Did you ever play Rage?
No.
Oh, it was pretty good. It had John Goodman as a voice actor, which, you know, yay. But anyway, for some reason, like that stood out to me. But you drive around in a vehicle, and you can upgrade your vehicle, and then you've also got a lot of like kind of ruins diving, and it's this kind of really cool, fun, post-apocalyptic feel to it. Like you arrive in an arc, and it's cool. It's really cool. I enjoyed Rage like a lot, but Mad Max, I think it's cool that it's throwing back to the movie. The movie's throwing back to the original movie, but I don't think I'm gonna play this game. I don't. If you're big on like Demolition Derby, this thing looks awesome because they said like 60% of it's going to be
car combat.
You pimping your rides and car combat.
These are the guys that did Shadows of Mordor and Arkham series, so it's gonna be like Shadows of Mordor, but you're on a car. From
Holy shit,
what it
really?
looks like, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I didn't know that.
Also, lots of like street fighting combat too, like brawling.
So thumbs up or thumbs down?
You know what? I might check this one out, but I don't know. I'm gonna make sure I like the movie. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But if the movie really if I walk away from the movie just wanting to be in that world some more, then yeah, thumbs up.
Huh.
It's gonna depend on how much I enjoy the setting, really.
Yeah, well, thumbs up. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure. I won't buy it like right away. I'm gonna really be cautious on this one because I don't know how do you make this that interesting, but it could be. Post-apocalypse. Hell yeah, fun.
Right. Next up, Mass Effect 4.
Oh shit!
Multiplayer, new species, new aliens.
They most certainly will not call it Mass Effect 4, though. They want you to know that it's going to have a whole different name, and they're calling it. They actually went so far as saying, it's kind of like a new IP. It's kind of like that, but it's just like the old one, and we're not calling it the old one though. Like it was really confusing because they were like, we want to have room to do new things. In fact, start with a clean canvas. They literally said that phrase, clean canvas, and then like 2 minutes later in the talk, they said. Yeah, so, they're going to be a return of the Mako, the vehicle. You're going to see same species and aliens everyone knows and loves. Multiplayer is going to be back, but there's going to be some new stuff to it, too. And I'm like, that is not a clean canvas. That's literally an expansion or a next part. Like, so I'm a little confused. They sound like they're really, like, they're working from the ground up. They said, like, they're designing the particle system. Like, everything they're kind of redoing, but I don't know how when they just said that everything's going to be back. Even one of the vehicles, the Mako. So...
But yeah, it's pretty vague. Don't know what it's going to be about, but if it's at all like Mass Effect 1 through 3, I'm going to say thumbs up because I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I know that at the end of the last one, they said that's the end of the Commander Shepard story arc, so he's not going to be back. It's going to be new people, new story, but man, they do a great job telling a story. So yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Yeah.
All right, next on our list, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid. What's your history with Metal Gear Solid?
I've never played it.
No.
No, I think I played the Nintendo one, but I feel asleep. But
yeah.
I've seen JT play a lot of one of the Metal Gear Solid, like the PlayStation one.
Yeah, the 1 or 2.
I don't remember.
Was it like the blonde one?
I remember it was a lot of cinema scenes, and not a lot of gameplay, and I kind of got bored, and I never went back to it.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of listeners that really like this series, so I'm probably missing out on something here.
Oh god, I know it's got a rabid fan base, man. Like I feel like it's kind of like some animes. This is how I feel about it. Some animes get everything right. Like Attack on Titan was one of my favorite, it's my favorite anime of all time. And they, but there's still points where they really drew out some of the and all they're saying, like they're just basically talking about how he feels about, you know, being in this situation, and he's just fleshing it out, and it's just like it feels Dragon Ball Z-ish, where you're like, just fucking throw the thing, you know, stop pimping it up. It's huge, it's big enough. Hit him with it. We all know he's gonna die. Let's be done with it. But this is kind of feels like but then the worst animes are like too much of that stuff that I just don't care for, and then the story kind of is, I don't know, like not compelling enough to keep me in. So Metal Gear Solid is kind of one of these that has some points like that I don't really care for, but it's got, man, it's also really good. Like it's cool. Like, you know, it's about basically it's about this mech that shoots nukes, basically, right? Mm-hmm. The second one was like an underwater one, if I remember right. And then the first one was like just a regular old walking one you fight. But you got to fight him at the end, so you know what you're coming across the whole time. It's a nice build up. It's fun, and then there's just a lot of plot. It's so complicated to the point where I don't even remember what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
So the third one, I played the first two all the way through. The first one I started playing through again, and didn't finish. Second one I played through, I think twice. Third one I played through, but did not beat it. I got like 2/3 of the way through, so, and it was pretty good. It just started losing me. The gameplay of like sneaking around was just starting to get too much, and yeah, so I didn't play 4 or the Sons of Liberty or whatever, or this one, Phantom Pain, or I don't really plan on playing this one. It's the point now where I don't really remember. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, although Polygon's calling this one the end of an era and a stealth game triumph, so it might be worth checking out just to see what they consider the best stealth gamer they've played.
That would be cool. Although, I mean, from the trailer, I don't. It just he's just covered in blood, and he's just like all these scenes that are just way over the top. I was like, yep, this is pretty much what I expect from Metal Gear Solid. Just way over the top bullshit. Although the end of, was it 3 or 4, where like you get in a fist fight on the top of a sub, and it's awesome. For some reason, I loved it. And then like the slow crawl through the fire really pissed me off. But whatever. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just saying that those two mechanics were fun. So anyway, but I'm not gonna check this one out. Probably. I'd love to hear about it though.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be out on last gen and current gen. So.
Wow. All right. Well, yeah.
So next one, Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh, nice. Did you play Mirror's Edge? I
did for a little bit.
Huh. What'd you think?
I didn't really. It didn't hook me. The first person is really hard to do for parkour, like, because you have to know where your feet are, and you don't get much of a sense of where they are if you're not looking at your feet, which makes it hard to plan your next move. So I think I have more fun when it's like a third person parkour kind of game.
Me too. I like those a lot better too. Although, okay, so Mirror's Edge, I actually had a lot of fun with until the gun parts. Like as soon as the first couple people have guns, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. But the whole point of it is to run fast and not stop, right? And have fun doing it.
Right.
But the gun thing, I had to stop and like jump off things and try to get in a fight. And it just felt weird. I was like, shouldn't I be running from these guys? Like, but they put one in the middle of a hallway. They'll do stuff like that where you can't. So you're kind of like, well, shit. So I just quit playing it after that. But a lot of people obviously understood that this was a fun mechanic, and now you get things like that in Dying Light, which is really fun. It's a first-person parkour mechanic that I like, so it rarely happens. But Yeah, it's just we'll see. Do you think you'll check it out?
I probably won't. No, thumbs down.
Yeah, me neither. Probably thumbs down. It's too bad.
Next one, No Man's Sky. It's going to PlayStation 4, I think exclusively.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean that sucks for us, but
Yeah. So it's this is the one where it's like they use a lot of math and make just like a gajillion, like quintillions of worlds out there. And like they say it's so big that the developers had to build probes just to explore the boundaries of it,
yeah, yeah,
which is insane to me.
insane.
I'm definitely gonna avoid this like the plague because I can't even handle like a Skyrim sized world without losing my mind.
But is there a point to this? Like, isn't this just like exploration?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is there some kind of point, or is it just like look how big these worlds are? Also, space dinosaurs.
I don't know. I think this is one of these games, and this is dangerous when this happens. It occasionally works out really well, but this is dangerous whenever like an indie developer comes out and they're working on something and it starts to blow up, like Minecraft, for example. Nobody expected it to get this big, and then same thing with this. No Man's Sky. It just comes out. It was real quiet. I remember when gaming news sites started picking it up, and they're like, "Dude, look at this! An exploration game that's just fucking weird. You know, there's no point in it. You just fly around." But then the developers were like, they got all this attention, and I think what happened is they're like, "Okay, we need to tack on a game to this. We got to meet this hype." So
yeah, I'm just worried. Like, I was burned by Spore. You know, like this idea of like unlimited worlds and overly ambitious game design, and it just came out to be really flat and like not developed because you can't put quintillions of worlds and make them all interesting. And if they're procedurally generated, they're not going to be interesting. I don't think it's just going to be just like, here's a rock planet. It's going to be like our galaxy, right? Like it's interesting because it's real. Like if I could see where like pictures of a planet, different star system, I would look at it, but I'm not going to be expecting anything awesome there. You know, just like some rocks.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, the fakeness kind of ruins it for me because I mean it's pretty cool. I think the big selling point for the first trailer was space dinosaurs. That's it. And, you know, it's pretty cool, I guess. But eventually, I don't know. I just don't know if I could fill a full game of that. That would be a cool like afternoon thing to do one time, maybe. But like, would I go back to it and be like, oh man, I want to know what else this computer makes whenever I explore this world, how it's generated.
Right.
I don't know. I don't really get it.
But
oh well.
It's hard to tell because we really don't know much about the game except that's huge.
Yeah, we're not gonna play it anyway, probably because PlayStation 4. So
yeah, so
sucks.
Yeah. Next one, Overkill's The Walking Dead.
This trailer, man.
Yeah, that trailer was disturbing.
That was that was fucked up. If you want to cry, no, I'm just kidding. If you want to see this crazy trailer, it's called Overkill's The Walking Dead. Yes, that's part of the title. They're really excited about the fact that they're working on it. It's called Overkill's The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
but
Robert Kirkman is working with them, so it's going to be direct from the mind of one of the Walking Dead creators. And you played Payday, right?
Yeah,
and you liked it.
I fucking love it.
The way he pitched it was like the perfect kind of co-op game, and that's what he wants, like that co-op feel for like a Walking Dead title.
That's awesome. I wonder. I mean, is it going to be like action oriented, or is it more like the trailer seems to suggest that there's some kind of, I don't know, caution to it?
No way to tell. The trailer had nothing to do with the gameplay, but it was just Robert Kirkman. It was like it made you sad, and then Robert Kirkman says, "Hey, I'm making a game. You should play it."
Yeah, so then you feel glad. It's like an abusive relationship. He's like, so you like that? You want more of that? And I'm like, no, I don't know. I kind of do. I don't know why, though. And he's like, good, play my game. Pay for it. And that was it. And then he shows you, never mind. I won't spoil the next part. But he shows you something that is linked with something that's awful in the comics. And he's like, get one of these. I'm like, I don't want one of those. That was a horrible situation. It'd be like selling a Battlefield 4 game and then being like, and if you're a veteran, you can get this. And it shows like bullets that came out of your leg. You're like, I don't want those. I don't
now you get the IED that killed your squad mate.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I don't think I want that. That's a sad memory for me.
Oh man, I really want this game. I may just wait though because I don't want that thing.
Yeah. So thumbs up. I will check this one out.
Yeah, I will certainly check this one out for show.
All right.
Next up,
my favorite trailer of the day.
I'm going to check this one out.
Yeah, thumbs up right off the bat for me. Overwatch.
Yes.
Now,
Oh,
this felt like a Pixar trailer. Like, it was really well done.
yeah. Oh, this is this game. Okay, so I guess let's talk about the trailer first. The trailer is awesome. What was so fun about the trailer for you?
Uh, Again, we got to see. First of all, it definitely had a Pixar feel. So you're getting involved. You learn about the backstory of the game. Because Heroes of the Storm. The backstory is everyone is in a weird world where they fight for some reason.
Yeah.
Magic. But Overwatch looks like they have actually developed like some plot. They're like, this is how the world is. This is what, and it's got this kind of cool animation style for the propaganda, the education video that the kids are seeing in the museum. And then
Uh-huh.
you actually see those characters in quote unquote real life where it's all 3D animated. And I just really enjoyed it. And then you get to see the way there's like four different characters fighting in the trailer, and you can just see their gameplay mechanics, right? Like you see rage mechanics, you see transportation, teleportation, grappling hooks. You get to see like how the characters actually play, and I don't know, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was great. And then it has those like fourth wall winks. It's like on Parks and Recreation where Chris Pratt's character he goes, "You know what I love? It's one of my favorite things is whenever I see in a movie they say the title of a movie because I'm like, oh, did you guys hear that?" And then
Yeah.
like at the last end of that episode, Leslie Knope, which is played by Amy wait, no, what's her name? Poehler. Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Amy. I think it's Amy. Anyway, she goes. I don't know. I just love this department. And then Tom goes, "What department is that?" And she goes, "Parks and Rec." And he goes, and he looks at the screen because that's the name of the show, right? And then it breaks that fourth wall for a second, and then it's fun. I love those little winks, and they did that in the trailer when he says like, "I love the." It's more like a third wall though. But when he goes, "Yeah, I love it." When what's her name? Blink or something. The teleportation based.
The British girl.
Yeah. Flash or Blink or whatever it is. He goes, yeah, she says, "Hello, loves, the cavalry's arrived." And he's a little boy saying, and the other one just rolls his eyes and walks off. But then, like when they're actually in the situation, and she's like ducks behind some cover, and the boys are there. She looks over and she looks really worried. But then she's like, "Oh wait, I need to put on a good face because I don't want to scare the kids." So then she just kind of puts a stupid grin on and says that, and then the kid goes, and he looks over at the big brother. It's just awesome. I love those. Like humor is all about bringing it back around, So bring it back around, get a theme for a night, and then just keep reminding me people of it, like in clever situations. So, I mean, the whole thing was really well done. But here's the part that I'm so excited about. First of all, Blizzard is known for doing things well, but more importantly, this is supposedly taken off of remember Titan, Blizzard Titan, this rumor that never died, but that was actually true. Yeah, there's an idea that came from this, the mechanic or the fighting part of this. So, like Titan was supposed to be some kind of game where like you play the life of one of these superhero types who gets called away occasionally to fight these battles, but you also have a real life that you do. You have the cities and stuff that you work in, and then occasionally you fight, and then you go back to whatever you're doing, like being a butcher or maybe you're a businessman or whatever, and you get called away as a superhero. But this is supposed to be part of that. So this is Blizzard is known for hanging on to things until the polish shines on things, and this is going to be fucking ridiculous because it's been working on for 10 years, at least the concept. So I'm excited about it. I watch all the videos. It looks really fun. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So next up, thumbs up for me, obviously, for Overwatch. And then we are talking about two of their Nintendo's projects, Project Giant Robot and Project Guard.
Project Giant Robot.
Project Giant Robot, it's hilarious. So you're a giant robot and you look super awkward. You're just made out of blocks and stupid arms and stuff. But it's really simple gameplay. So you walk your robot forward, you raise its arms with the analog sticks, and then you try and knock the other guy down. And if someone knocks you, you have to you lean your torso, if you tilt the gamepad, it moves your torso in that direction, so you're trying to balance so you don't topple over. Yeah. So it's like Miyamoto described it as basically sumo. The first person to fall down loses, and so you just walk around with this big, clumsy, hilariously uncoordinated robot, trying to knock over another robot, and you're wiggling your gamepad trying to stay on your feet. So it looks like one of those games that everyone can just pick up and have fun with really quick.
Yeah, my journey through the Wii U has been a lot of that. I'll pick it up and I'm like, what is this? Oh my god, this is fun. It's just a lot of that Like even turning the gamepad sideways and like throwing little ninja stars, by like sliding my finger across the screen, like horizontally. It's fun. Like, and it's pretty. I just picked it up to find out what it was because the kids were like, "How do you play this?" I was like, "I don't know. Let me see." I picked it up and I started, and then pretty soon they were like, "Can I play?" I was like, "No, I'm almost done. Let me finish." And I played the whole thing. It's just a weird little things that like just tweak just perfectly. Tweak just perfectly. Not twerk. That would be a whole different mechanic.
Yeah.
Perfectly where you find yourself having fun, and then time dilation happens where you're like, or actually time dilation, no, compression. Yeah, because all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, if this has been an hour, I need to go do something different. So fun.
So the other game, Project Guard, this one looks really fun too. Like you're basically a security guard, and your TV screen is split into a bunch of screens, and these are all like 12 camera feeds, and you're trying to defend your base from invading robots. Like you're the guy behind the cameras, and so you've got the on the television, you got these feeds, and an overhead map that shows like the layout of your security system is on the gamepad, and you have to look between both screens trying to protect your base as like robots are coming in.
So it's almost like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right.
That's fun.
So like you have to monitor the two screens. It says it's essential to get help from other people in the room. So like it's designed to be played with spectators.
That's awesome.
And so you hear like all these robots are coming in. You hear people shouting in the audience, be like, "Hey, look at camera 5! There's a threat!" You need to switch to camera 5 because they're all like looking at the screens for you.
Oh my gosh.
So it got pretty good reviews when they debuted the gameplay at their last little showing. So it looks pretty fun.
Oh man, I didn't see a trailer for this one, so I'm gonna have to go check that out. That is fun.
So thumbs up for both of these. I'll definitely check these out.
Dude,
they're both in early development.
Well, speaking of that, I got Scribblenauts for the Wii U. Have you heard about that game?
Yes, I almost picked it up.
That game is fun, like for kids at least. But I don't know actually, because
you just draw whatever you can think of and it appears and solves your problems.
That's when you type because I did the DC Unmasked one. Kids love it. So I just type whatever. So you can click on a person, anyone, and put an adjective on them, anything. Like it's got, and I mean anything. It's got a massive dictionary, words that I don't know what they even mean. It's like aoloranan, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I have to actually look it up in the dictionary, and I'm like, oh, it means being salty or upset or whatever. I don't know. You can make anything. Like I just type in whatever. I'm just like, I don't know, laser beam sword boots, enter, and then you get the laser beam sword. I mean, it's a massive database. So, but the cool thing is you get to solve like people's problems. So like you go up to someone on the street and they're like, they'll say something like, oh my gosh, my kid is inside of that car and it's on fire or something. Actually, it's a little serious. It'd be something silly, or not silly, but less dire. And you're like, right. Oh crap. Then you're like, oh, how would I solve this? So you can hit a little button to kind of pause it, where you open up your little notebook and you just kind of think about it. You're like, I don't know, do I dump water on it? Yeah, I'll put a bucket of water, and then you put the bucket of water and you put it above it, and then you give it the adjective floating or upside down floating or whatever, and then hit it, and then float upside down and it pours, right? The water down. Just weird things like that, or adjectives where you have to beat someone without using a weapon. So you'll be like, oh, friendly, or like one was this massive Tyrannosaurus Rex robot. And I clicked on it and I was like, oh crap, I can't already, and you can't use any word twice in one area. So like it sucks. So I'm like, oh man, I already used weapons. I use a bunch of weapons and I need to kill this dinosaur, but it's really stalwart. I put mines down. I like used a laser sword, which is a lightsaber. Like I did a machine gun, and it has so much HP, and it's coming at me. And I'm at the back of the level. I'm like back against the wall, and I'm like, what I push? And so I clicked it, and I was like, what I put, guys? And then Davian just put dead, and I was like, oh. So I typed in dead, hit enter, and it died right away. I was like, oh, that's such a good idea, of course. But you can only use it once, right? So
nice.
It's fun, man. Like it's a fun little game. I don't know if I get it. Like if I didn't have kids, I don't know if I'd get it. But I don't know. No, I probably wouldn't. But it's a fun game, especially for kids learning, how to spell terms and whatnot.
Cool. Well, next one moving along is Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is the Tomb Raider sequel from 2013. And that was one of my favorite games of 2013. So I will give it a thumbs up. However, I'm not allowed to play it for a while because it's an Xbox 360, Xbox One exclusive at first.
That what a piece of shit. Like there was a lot of people who were upset about this. People losing their shit about this because the developer didn't do this for the first one. It's not like this was an agreement they made, and they got money to develop their title, and they said, well, the reason why you're so big is because, we pimped you. No, this is them being like, hey, the first one did really good. I want you exclusively. And then the developers are like, sure. Like, that's really shitty, and it's pretty unprecedented.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting because, like, if you never played Uncharted, then because you never had a PlayStation, then you never got invested in it. So who cares, right?
Right.
Or Gears of War. Like, if you never played that on the Xbox, then you know what you're missing. But this came out everywhere, and it was a huge hit.
And then they took it away from like 3/4 or however many people are on the other platforms. It's kind of shitty.
It's really shitty, and I'm very upset about this.
Yeah. However, I still will play it as soon as it comes out on PC. I'll just be salty about it.
Yeah, exactly. I might just borrow someone's Xbox One. You're not and their game. You're not selling me a copy until it comes out on the PC or on Wii U or whatever. Just it's ridiculous. Not really excited about this. Bittersweet, but thumbs up, I guess. Eventually.
Yeah. Well, thumbs sideways. It'll be up someday. Right now it's sideways. Right now I'm not allowed to play it, so I'm kind of upset.
Yeah. I just can't imagine they're making money off it. I mean, I guess they have to be. I'm sure it's in the contract, but because that's the only way they probably consider it. But geez, you're just pissing off a lot of people.
You're draining some goodwill. You had a lot of goodwill over that last game too.
Yeah, and wasn't it made by Naughty Dog?
No, Crystal Dynamics under Squaresoft.
Oh, I thought it was by the guys who made Nathan Drake, the Drake Fortune game.
No, but it's been compared to that a lot because it's very similar.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I thought it was. Okay, I was going to say, well, then that'd be really shitty because Uncharted is a PS3 exclusive. So if you get into that and you're following loyally, then...
Yeah, Naughty Dog is owned by Sony, so it's understandable that it's a PlayStation exclusive. Like it's a sub company of Sony, and which is if Tomb Raider had been Naughty Dog, it would have only come out on PlayStation.
Yeah. Like it's like Bungie, right? Like
it's like Bungie.
I get it, but this one is not. So it's bullshit.
All right, next up, Rock Band 4.
It's just silence. Yay. 4. Good. Thank goodness.
I guess fun if you like Rock Band, if you have people to play it with. It's a college game. Past college, you just don't have that kind of setup where you have a bunch of people over and you have liquid money to buy all the instruments, and like it's definitely something that you're gonna have a lot of fun with if you're living in the dorms. But I'll probably thumbs down and give it a pass because I'll never have a chance to play it the way it's meant to be played.
Yeah. Maybe like older kids, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 or something. But yeah. It's fun. I like doing it. My sister has it. So when I go to her house, sometimes, when on holiday, you don't have anything to do. So I'll just sit around and play it. But that's not worth a purchase to play once a year for like 2 days. But whatever. Anyway, much more exciting next one. I'm excited about this.
Yes. Next up, we have Star Fox.
Wii U. Yes. Hell yes. This looks fun.
Right. It's a Star Fox game, which I've been wanting a new one for a long time. Uses the Wii U tablet, gamepad controller, which is, it's Miyamoto, so it's going to be an innovative way to play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you just get to hear Peppy talk about how your dad's dead. I'm excited about this.
I haven't thought about the tragic death of my dad in a long time.
So it's about time. Yeah, this is going to be great, man. We just did a themed episode on this, so you can go listen to that franchise episode if you so wish, and it's hilarious. Yes, I even was listening to it and was laughing.
Obviously, this will only be on the Wii U, so another one of those kind of Miyamoto exclusives.
Yeah, but this is just like Bungie, where of course it is. It's always only been on Nintendo.
Right. This is why Nintendo still exists. Like, they're not winning in like the who can process the most graphics game, but they are winning in these games are super fun kind of category.
Mm-hmm. This will be great. Flying Simulator in general has fallen out of style. They're really popular in like the early 90s or late 90s or whatever it was. In the 90s at some point. They fell off, and Star Fox, that was like this, really capitalized on that, but was still fun because it's not really a simulator. It's for fun. So, I'd love to see it come back. It's about time. All the things that were popular in the 90s are kind of coming back. So, Friends. weird shit like that.
I'll definitely check it out. I mean, this is the reason why I've been trying to tell people to buy Wii U's. It's for games like this. Like,
Yeah.
get a PC or a PlayStation or an Xbox One if you need to, which I definitely did. My PC can play all these games, but I gotta play me some Star Fox, bro.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. Pikmin. That game is so fun. My son just fell in love with that game. My littlest son can do it. Like he's 4 years old. He just turned 4, so he's like basically a little past 3. He's in his 4th year. Wait, completed his fourth year? Completed his 4th year, right? How's that work? You turn 1, yeah, after you've completed your 1st year. Okay. Anyway, wow. Anyway, point is he can play that game. Like you just point at the screen, you throw these little Pikmin things on it. It's fun. So. Yeah, these games are they're just meant to capitalize on fun. So you know it's going to be good.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Next up, Star Wars Battlefront. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
It looks amazing. The trailer, it looks like I'm watching a Star Wars movie. And this is like the one shooter I can really get into. I don't know. Something about making a Star Wars, I'm suddenly very excited for it. See, I don't think I'm against shooters. I think I'm against war, like just modern warfare and like World War II. Like I just don't like that setting.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad, I guess, because it's so real. But if you get it in Star Wars, it's like it's far enough away from reality that I'm able to have fun with it again.
That's weird. Huh, I wonder if that is the case, because you also don't do martial arts, do you?
No.
Unless you've been holding a secret from me for just decades, but
just ready to like break it out when we're walking down an alley and we get mugged, and then just like, ah! And I just disarm everybody with crazy kicks.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. No, like
martial arts, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, so, and for me, like I just embrace martial arts, and because I don't know, I guess it's just what if, or I don't know, just harsh realities of the life. Plus, it makes you see like so people can't fuck with you. I hate when people fuck with me. I really hate that. It just bugs me. One time I got off work and I was bartending, and I was just sitting at a table, just drinking a beer. I was just waiting for Amy to get off work. She was also a bartender at another place, so I was just gonna have a beer and just kind of just chill because I had a hard day. And you know, I'm drinking beer. It's probably like 4 p.m. and so a little early, but you know, for bartending, that's it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But and I'm sitting there, and then someone was just like, hey, walks in and sits down, and I don't know this guy, and he just starts fucking with me. Like I was like a 27-year-old man, and like he was like a 30 or 40-year-old man. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, hey, you got people joining you? I'm like, no. Oh, you just gonna drink alone? I was like, oh no. Do I know you? And I was like, you can drink with me if you want, I guess. I'm not really drinking. I'm just kind of watching the TV. And then he's like, oh, okay. And I don't remember how it started ramping up, but pretty soon he's like shouting. He was and slamming his hands on the table and standing up over me. And I was like, is this really happening? I don't know. I just feel like I get in those situations a lot. Maybe I've got a punchable face. That's it.
Yeah, I was like, it's never really happened to me. So maybe if it did, I'd take up a
It happened at Steak and Shake, remember?
Yes.
Wasn't that you? That shit happens to me all the time.
Yeah, it happens to me when I'm with you, but I've never had it happen. Like,
that's what it is. I've got a punchable face. Fuck.
Well, that makes sense now that you're into karate.
I'm not karate.
Sorry.
Jiu-jitsu. Boy, that was kung fu.
Your black belt? Did you break a piece of wood? And then
oh my god!
Your parents applauded, and you had a graduation ceremony.
Those people get fucking wrecked whenever they try to actually fight. I mean, yeah, a street fighter, you're gonna beat a street fighter, but another martial artist, you're gonna get wrecked. They're like bottom of the totem pole karate.
Sorry, my 6-year-old my cousin's 6-year-old kid just had a karate graduation, so that's what I think of now.
That's like ruining martial arts. Like jiu-jitsu is awesome because you can't even have a white belt until you're old enough to actually fight an adult. They have their own belts. It doesn't even count. They're just silly little belts. And then to become a blue belt, you have to beat someone who is trying to kick your ass. They put on martial arts gloves, MMA, some gloves, and they just start punching and kicking you, and you have to take them out with jiu-jitsu. And then you get your blue belt. If you can also do all your other, show them all the techniques. But you do it in a live fight. Like you just stand in the middle of a room with like a bunch of people watching, high kick in the air and making these sounds. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, next game, Skylanders Superchargers. No, wait,
Star Wars from Visceral Games.
Dude, are you excited about this?
Thumbs up.
So tell us about this.
Former Naughty Dog creative director. He did a lot of the Uncharted games, or she did a lot of the Uncharted games, which is also cool. Female game developer. Yeah. Amy Hennig is the one behind this, and she's teaming up with Visceral Games to do a new Star Wars game. We don't know anything about it except it's an exclusive multi-year deal.
Yeah, that Electronic Arts signed. One of those, there was two parts to it. One was Star Wars Battlefront, and the other one was this one. And we know Star Wars Battlefront's about to kick ass. At least it looks like it from the trailer. And how do you mess it up? Even if you made it just like the old one with better graphics and a couple extra things, it would be awesome. So, I'm super excited about this. Naughty Dog makes great games, and they're tying up with Visceral, who does Dead Space, which was I even enjoy, and I hate horror games. And they did Battlefield Hardline, which has its political problems, but it got great ratings besides being a cop shooting game when there's a big climate right now where Congress just called for a massive overhaul of cops of internal affairs departments because this is getting out of control. So bad idea, but coolly executed from what I hear. So this should be awesome. I don't know. I have no idea. What do you think it's going to be about?
I don't have no idea. Maybe the new movie. There's no way to tell. Thumbs up for now because it bodes well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Star Wars with great developers. That'll be cool. Well, yeah.
Skylanders Superchargers. It's a Skylanders game, but now there are vehicles. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you. That's pretty much it. There's not much to say. Yay.
Yeah. Thumbs down. I don't care. Like those characters they don't strike my fancy. They seem kind of like marketing gimmicks that came to life.
They are. It's like Pokemon, but you have to buy them all.
They look like Happy Meal toys, and I don't know. I know it sounds weird because I love Disney Infinity, but I love them because it's a franchise I'm already invested in. I wouldn't collect them if I didn't. Like the gameplay itself isn't enough to make me want to buy them.
Right, like buy into in a whole new world.
Yeah, like I like Spider-Man already. I like Han Solo already. I'm gonna buy their figures.
Yeah. I feel the same way. This is a saturated market, and Skylanders has no place for me because I'm not sold in the market. I don't care to own a stupid little, like one's called a Tree Rex because it's a tree, and it doesn't even resemble actually a T-Rex. I don't know why they call it that. It's just a tree. I don't know. It's Happy Meal box type quality. It's not amazing, and the gameplay's not even that fun. But anyway, thumbs down.
Next, Tearaway Unfolded. This is a PS4 exclusive. It's a remake of a PlayStation Vita game. Do you remember the PlayStation Vita?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never owned one, but apparently that's what the Nintendo 3DS's competitor was, which is probably why I've never heard of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Tearaway Unfolded, probably pass for me.
Yeah, pass. Not at all. Yeah. And I don't have a PS4, and I don't have a Vita, and I don't care.
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Shit, dog. Okay, Naughty Dog. This guy's your namesake, Drake.
Yes, it, right? Drake, the naughtiest of the dogs. This is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. I would love to get into this franchise because it looks fun. Troy Baker, Nolan North, a lot of cool voice actors on this one. Mm-hmm. However, as long as Naughty Dog is a PlayStation 4 exclusive, which will probably be forever since Sony owns them, I will not get to play it. So
it sucks, man. It's fun. It's like a I had a PS3, so I played all the old ones. I didn't finish 3 yet, but 1 and 2 I played, and they're so fun. It's like this. It's like playing Indiana Jones, basically. That's the idea of it. But it's that kind of silly, kind of fun, but serious, and he's like a clever. He's witty, So it's a lot of crossed with Nathan Fillion. The character even kind of looks like him off of from Firefly. His character from Firefly, Captain Mel. It's just this whole. It's fun, and the fighting is cool. It's like this just knockdown, drag out. Like you get in a fight in like a bar, and you're like slam people's heads and stuff. Because like if you get close to something and you push like circle, which is kind of the throw button, it's also like the interact button. So there's this. You get in this situation where you go pee, and when your friend's out in the bar, and you're in I think you're in Glasgow or somewhere in Scotland or something, and your buddy who's like kind of Indiana Jones's dad. It would be like that character, or his pilot in it's your buddy. He's out in the bar and he starts to fight, and you're like, what the? And this big dude, he's big old Russian guy, comes in the bathroom and he cracks his knuckles and looks at you. And this is the fight tutorial. So like you're like, oh, what? And then it teaches you how to play it while you're doing it. It's so fun. You're like throwing his head into like the tile and like breaking, hitting into the piss pot and then kicking your foot on it. And he's like punching you. It's just a dirty brawl. It's so fun.
Yeah, and The Last of Us kind of had that same kind of fight style where you're just like really dirty, just fighting.
Yeah, yep, that's what it's like. It's but less horrible finishes from Last of Us, where you like stab someone's face through a wall or something, or a nail in a wall. But this is but it's the same sort of thing, just like huge haymakers. Like it's awesome. Yeah, and it looks like a fun trailer. There's lots of climbing, which is after you get shot, it's what you do.
Is this one you would? Well, you don't have a PlayStation 4, but if you did, would you check it out?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Me too. But for now, I will have to pass. XCOM 2. Thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up. Got to play this. I don't even know that much about it. It's headed. Here's the weird thing. It's headed exclusively to PC. So
it doesn't often happen. It's rare you get a PC exclusive.
Yeah. And they're trying to make it more acceptable or accessible. Sorry, to modders.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But XCOM was really fun, man. I really enjoyed the first one. Did you beat it?
I did.
Nice. What'd you think?
It was fun. I made everybody based off of me and my friends, and I ended up making the ultimate sacrifice. I was like, "Good, what a brave son of a bitch I am."
Yeah, myself. You say to yourself, surrounded by your digital friends.
Yes, as they salute my bravery.
Yes.
So
it's
thumbs
hilarious.
up for this one.
Dude, the second one where you can make yourself into like a robot, or not the second one, the expansion. I made the horrible mistake of making my kids in that one. So when my son was like, "I want to be a robot," I was like, "Okay," and I just clicked on the program, not knowing what it was. Well, it cuts the cutscene, and they just chop his head off and like screw it on a machine, and it's this horrible like robot baby of my son. I was like, "Oh my god!" And of course, my son Davin, he's like, "Awesome!" I'm like, "That's not awesome. You lost who you were." So every time he got on the battlefield, I just felt horrible because he'd be like, "Reporting for duty," and I'm like, "Ah, was it worth it?" I could have made him like a psyop guy. That's the other like special forces route you can go. It's like this what is it? It's telepathy and stuff. But nope. Instead, I made him a horrible monster, a walking monster with the head of my son on his shoulders. It was horrible, but anyway, yeah, I'm totally gonna play this game though. Just won't make my kids.
All right, last one that we'll probably see at E3 is Yoshi's Woolly World. It's in the Kirby had a game like this recently too, where they just kind of make the dynamic into a woolly shape. Everyone's made out of balls of yarn and string. It looks adorable. The amiibo for it is adorable. It's like a little yarn Yoshi amiibo. I will check it out. Yoshi's Island was a really fun game on the Super Nintendo, and I like it when they mess around with aesthetics like Paper Mario or a lot of these. Or the original Yoshi's Island was a crayon like coloring book aesthetic that was really fun. So I don't mind when they experiment with the look of a thing like this.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll probably give it a shot at some point. I'll wait for a price drop.
Yeah, I won't get it right when it comes out, but it will be something I will check out.
Yeah, typically just really fun games. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't shown here. Legend of Zelda. Nintendo's got to talk about it, right? The new Zelda.
They're almost certainly going to talk about it. I think that goes without saying. Like, this is one of the reasons to buy a Wii U. You're going to want to play this. It's a big open world Zelda game. Thumbs up.
When I get it, I'm just going to rub it on my crotch because I love it so much. That's what I do to things I love. I don't know where that came from.
The weird thing to do.
I was looking at the next thing that I wonder why isn't here. The Street Fighter V. Not that I give a shit, but I like the original Street Fighter 2, I guess. Not original. But
Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
2 Turbo Tournament Edition, PE, LE Trust Tournament. Like, had it all the words. But once you got Fei Long, I loved it.
Yeah, it's good.
Street Fighter 5, I don't know. They just finished Street Fighter 4. Like, they just released the last character, what, like 3 months ago? 4 months ago? What the hell? Why do I need a 5? You don't know. You don't have an answer. You don't even know.
No, the only reason to have Street Fighter on my Wii U right now is because he's in Smash Brothers. I'm playing Ryu.
Oh, okay.
Hadouken!
Oh, man. I want to play that game. I need to get it. It's still full price, like everywhere I look, even used. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's people. The demand still hasn't dropped.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see. Another weird one that came up that people are talking about that there's supposed to be shows for is Dishonored 2. So if
Okay.
that's the case, definitely playing that. Love that game.
I'll probably check that out.
Cool. Well, that's about it, guys. There's probably going to be more than that. Those are the huge ones. So I'm pretty excited about this. Definitely going to tune in tonight.
Yeah. We'll probably have more to cover in our news review section next week. That's our initial reactions to the games that are today. And if we miss anything, we'll see it soon.
Oop, voice is kind of roboting. It might be mine, though. Is my voice okay?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, I think maybe cheers. Well, cool. Yeah, let's wrap it up before someone's internet gives out. I guess that's pretty much it, unless we did receive feedback.
No, I didn't see any, but either way, we will see you guys tomorrow for our book club. Chapter 2 of Chrono Trigger. So those of you playing along with us, jump into that. It's fun to have some discussions on a game we're kind of experiencing as a community.
Yeah, I'm excited. This has been fun. This has been really fun playing back through it. So, yeah, I'm excited. I guess we'll see you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. And, let's talk about Chrono Trigger tomorrow. Till then, enjoy E3. I know we will.
We'll see you next week.